Drifting through the cold void between stars, where light fades and gravity loosens its grip, there lies a world, nameless, sunless, and seemingly lifeless. It does not orbit a star. It casts no shadows. It offers no sunrise. To most telescopes, it would appear as nothing more than a ghost, a whisper of infrared, a shadow in the galactic sea. And for a long time, that's all it was, a barely detectable thermal blip cataloged and forgotten in the ever-growing archive of deep space observations. Until something changed. Without warning, that faint signal began to brighten. Its heat signature intensified. Its atmosphere, once still, began to churn. A dormant world, suddenly active, glowing, growing. What we are seeing is not a slow geological shift over eons. It is something happening now, in months, not millennia. A rogue planet, alone in the dark, may be undergoing a transformation we've never witnessed before. And the implications are as chilling as they are thrilling. To understand this anomaly, we must first understand what rogue planets truly are. These are planetary mass bodies, formed like any other world, but without a host star. Some are ejected from developing star systems by gravitational chaos, flung outward into the abyss. Others may form independently in the vast emptiness of interstellar space, their birth shrouded in darkness. They drift endlessly through the galaxy, cold, silent, and alone. But don't mistake their isolation for insignificance. Astronomers now believe there could be billions, perhaps even trillions, of these wandering worlds. Some no larger than Earth, others more massive than Jupiter. An invisible population moving through the galaxy like cosmic nomads. Most are undetectable by our current instruments, but the rare few that emit infrared radiation, heat, become visible to the right telescopes. And one of those rare few is now behaving in a way that defies everything we thought we knew. The planet, designated XJ 231 P3, was first spotted by an infrared deep field survey. At first glance, it appeared typical of rogue giants, cold, dim, and unremarkable. Its mass, estimated between 5 and 10 times that of Jupiter, placed it near the boundary between massive planets and brown dwarfs, the so-called failed stars that never ignited fusion. But over the course of just a few Earth months, its signature began to change. Its temperature rose, not by a few degrees, but by hundreds. Its apparent size, in infrared, ballooned. A trace atmosphere, once still, now roiled with movement. Clouds formed, layers thickened, molecular composition began to fluctuate in bizarre, unexpected ways. And then came something truly strange. Periodic, narrowband radio emissions. Regular, repeating, structured. The signal was not continuous, but it wasn't random either. At first, scientists suspected instrumentation error. But with multiple observatories confirming the phenomenon, it became clear this was not noise. This was a pattern. A world that had been drifting silently through space for perhaps billions of years was now speaking. The scientific community responded as you might expect: curiosity, excitement, and skepticism. Some proposed a late-stage thermal collapse, internal materials compressing under gravity, releasing heat in a runaway chain reaction. A planetary engine reigniting after eons of stillness. Others suggested an impact event. Perhaps the rogue planet collided with a smaller body, injecting kinetic energy and stirring dormant layers of atmosphere and mantle. There are those who point to radioactive decay. A planet rich in unstable isotopes could suddenly tip into a rapid phase of heat generation. But that still doesn't explain the organized, repeating signals, or the stable growth rate. Then came the wildest idea. What if this wasn't natural at all? What if this was intentional? Could an advanced civilization harness the mass of a rogue planet? Could they engineer it, ignite its core, trigger thermal expansion, build artificial structures within its atmosphere or beneath its surface? Some theoretical models in astroengineering propose the concept of rogue world arcs, entire planets converted into self-sustaining habitats, with thick atmospheres to trap heat, reactors deep beneath the crust, and fusion-driven cores to provide energy for millennia. Such worlds would be nearly undetectable to less advanced civilizations, unless, of course, they wanted to be seen. XJ231 P3 could be just that, a drifting habitat entering its operational phase, or a biological experiment awakening, or a beacon. The implications are staggering and dangerous, because if such engineering exists, it's far beyond us. And if someone or something built it, they may not be far behind. But there's another, equally profound possibility. What if XJ231 P3 didn't start as a machine? What if it started as a cradle? Under its thickening clouds, conditions may now exist for liquid water, if not on the surface, then within subsurface oceans, heated by the planet's core. We've seen this elsewhere, on Europa, Enceladus, and even Titan, places where life might exist without sunlight, powered instead by heat and chemistry. If internal warmth is sufficient, microbial life could emerge. If it already existed, it could be expanding, evolving, spreading into the planet's rising atmosphere. We may be watching a form of planetary awakening, not just geological, but biological. And the radio signals? Perhaps not alien intelligence, but a byproduct of natural, yet unfamiliar processes. An organic signature we've yet to decode. Still, the pattern remains too regular, too narrow, too artificial. The mystery deepens. Some futurists believe that the ultimate habitat for life is not Earth-like planets, but rogue worlds. Think about it. Freedom from stellar radiation, complete environmental control, privacy from hostile civilizations. A world powered by internal fusion, roaming the galaxy like a self-contained ark. If intelligence emerged somewhere long before us, millions or billions of years ahead, they may have moved beyond stars entirely. No more fragile orbits, no more solar flares, just quiet, controlled, engineered ecosystems riding between the stars. Is XJ231 P3 one of them? Are we looking at the first evidence of the galactic dark zone? Civilizations that have left behind star systems to live in artificial rogue sanctuaries? It's a theory, a possibility, but for the first time, we have something that looks like more than just speculation. Today, every major space agency and several private observatories are watching XJ231 P3. Data is streaming in: spectroscopy, radio analysis, gravitational mapping, thermal fluctuation charts. There are even proposals to send a distant probe in its direction, though at its current location, over 130 light-years away. That would take generations. Still, the science continues. The planet continues to warm. The signals continue to repeat. And we are left with more questions than answers. What is it becoming? A failed star finding new life? A dormant biosphere awakening? A machine world powering on after eons? Or something we don't even have words for yet? The galaxy is vast. Its stars number in the hundreds of billions. But its rogue planets may outnumber them all. Silent, wandering, unknown, and perhaps not so lifeless after all. XJ231 P3 is just one. But if it's real, If what we're witnessing is indeed explosive planetary transformation, then it opens a doorway to a new chapter of cosmic understanding. Perhaps we are not alone in the universe. Perhaps we are not the first to awaken. And perhaps the lights in the sky are not all stars. Some may be worlds, alive, growing, watching,